The study of speech is called phonetics, and the writing system that linguists use to write pronunciation very precisely is called the International Phonetic Alphabet, or IPA. The consonant one, speech sound don't include coughing, sneezing, or bleaching. They are the sound that spoken languages combine with each other make word right. There are a finite number of speech sound. We can use them to make an infinite number of words. To understand speech sound, we first need to understand how the human body produces them. We start with the lungs, which pass air up through the vocal fold, also known as vocal cord. Your vocal cord are thin membranes that sit across with throat and vibrate to make sound. This part, which move to lungs to lips, is known as the vocal tract. We can change the shape of any part of the vocal tract to make or articulate different sound. It's like a wind instrument. When air goes through it, it makes a sound. For spoken language, the tongue, mouth, and the rest of the vocal tract are the articulators, the parts of the body that move to make language. For sign languages, the articulators are the hands, face, and other visible part of the body. There are 5 major features of sign language articulation. The first one, hand shape, such as the difference between the ASL sign for red and sweet. The second one, palm orientation, such as the difference balance with the palms down and maybe with the palms up. The third one, movement, such as moving in a circle for always or a line for skull. The fourth one, location, like mother at the chin and father at the forehead. And the fifth one, non-manual sign, also called expression like forward, eyebrows, to make something a yes or no question. Also describe sound in relation to how they are made with the articulators. Consonant are speech sound made by closing the vocal tract in some way, while vowels are made by making it a different shape but leaving it open. To dive into how linguists write spoken language down, let's start with some consonant sound with no, which happen to be some of the most common sound in languages across the world. P, T, and K. This sound all require you to close off part of the vocal tract to make the air stop before you let it explode out, which is why they are known as stop or plosive. These 3 sounds are made at 3 different spots in the vocal tract, which linguists call places of articulation. We often name these places according to the part of the vocal tract used to make the sound. So, since P is made by pressing both of your lips together, it's a bilabial sound. T is made by expressing the front part of the tongue against the heart rate just behind your teeth, known as your alveolum. So it's an alveolar sound. And K is made by pressing the back of the tongue against the soft part of the roof of your mouth, known as your velum. So it's a velar sound. F is made using the bottom lips and the top teeth that makes F a labiodental sound. S is pronounced at the alveolar right, just like F. This means S and T have the same place of articulation, but are different in their manner of articulation, because T is plosive and S is fricative. K has a corresponding fricative too. We also have the nasal sound at the end of sing